Good day, everyone. This is Jenny's Fashion Channel. Thanks to all my amazing fans and subscribers. This channel is all about leveling up on your fashion designing skill. And today, I'm going to teach you how to cut a symmetric crisscross corset. So if it is what you are all about, you are definitely at the right place. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, now will be a very good time for you to smash on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Without further ado, let's jump right in, shall we? I will first draw a line as my baseline, taking 6 inches off, okay, like so, because we'll first draft a strapless corset before the crisscross effect, okay? So I will take 6 inches off, I will mark and draw the line. Then I will come down by 10 inches for my bust line. I will mark and I will draw the line. Then the next thing is to get the underbust line. And for me to get the underbust line, I will come down by 3.5 inches from the bust line. But if you're of a smaller size, you come down by 3 inches. If you're of a bigger size, you come down by 4 inches. I will mark and I will draw the line. Then I will come down by 16.5 inches for the half cut. And I'm going to add half an inch for joining allowance. I will mark and draw the lines. Then the next thing is to get my bust span. So I'm going to take my nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2, okay? I'm not going to add joining allowance, okay, to those. But if I'm transferring this to the fabric, I will add the joining allowance. I will mark on the bust line and I'm going to connect straight down to the joining allowance line. Then the next thing is to get the underbust dart. And for me to get the underbust dart, I'm going to take the difference between the bust line and the underbust line. And I have 3.5 inches there. So I'm going to divide it by 2. It will give me 1.75 inches. I will divide 1.75 inches by 2 again. It will give me 0.88 inch. So I'm going to take 0.88 inch to the left and 1.75 inches to the right. Then I'm going to come down by 1 inch from the bust line. This is to remove any form of pointiness on the bust area. I will mark and I'm going to connect to the underbust dart. Then I will connect the underbust dart straight down to the joining allowance line like so. Then I will go ahead and extend this my bust point to the baseline. Then the next thing is to get the overbust dart for the overbust tightening. So from this point, I'm going to go in by half an inch and go out by 1 inch, okay? Then from the bust point, I will come up by half an inch. I will mark and I will connect to the overbust dart like so. Then I'm going to measure the two curves to ensure that they are equal. So after measuring, I found out that the one at the right side is bigger than the one at the left side with half an inch. So I'm going to extend this one at the left side with half an inch so that the two curves will be equal. Then the next thing is to get the corset neck depth. So I'm going to come down by 1 inch from the underbust line. Because if you look at this draw as well, you can see that it is wide leveling, okay? I will mark it and I'm going to connect it to the overbust dart like so. Please feel free to give it any curve of your choice, okay? Then the next thing is to get the second curve. So I'm going to take my nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2. Then I will add half an inch, okay? Because our bust is fuller on the armhole side. I will mark it and I'm going to connect it to the underbust dart like those. The next thing is to get my chest line. So I'm going to go up by 2 inches from the bust line. I will mark and I will draw the line. Then I'm going to take my bust measurement, divide by 4. I will mark it on the chest line. Then I'm going to connect the overbust dart to it like so. Then I will connect those points to those points like so. Then I will take my horizontal measurement On the chest line, I'm going to take my bust measurement divide by 4. I'm going to replace this dart intake, okay, plus 2 inches for joining allowance. I will mark it. On the bust line, I'm going to take my bust measurement divide by 4. I'm going to add 2 inches for joining allowance. I will mark it. On the under bust line, I'm going to take my under bust measurement divide by 4. I'm going to replace this dart intake here plus 2 inches for joining. I will mark it. On the waistline, I'm going to take my waist measurement divide by 4. I'm going to replace this dart intake here plus 2 inches for joining allowance. I will mark it, and I'm going to mark the same thing on the joining allowance line like so. Then I will connect my markings to serve as a guide for cutting. So guys, that's a side. We'll now go ahead and cut. So follow me closely. Let's cut. So guys, that's our side. We now move over to the back panel before the crisscross effect. The back part starts from the chest line, okay? And my chest line is on 8 inches. So I'm going to take 8 inches off. I will mark and I will draw the line. Then I will take out my zipper allowance, and I'm using 1 inch for my zipper. You can use 1.5 inches. It is not cast in stone. I will mark and I will draw the line. Then I will take my vertical measurement. I will come down by 10 inches for the bust line and come down by 16.5 inches for the half cut, and I will add half an inch for joining allowance. I will mark and I will draw the lines. Then the next thing is to get my bust span. So I'm going to take my nipple to nipple measurement divide by 2. I will mark it on the bust line, and I'm going to connect it straight down to the joining allowance line. Then the next thing is for me to get the dart. So from this point, I'm going to go in by half an inch and go out by half an inch. Then I'm going to extend this my bust point with 1 inch like so. I will draw the line, and I'm going to connect to the waist dart like so. Then I will take my horizontal measurement. On the chest line, I'm going to take my bust measurement divide by 4 plus 2 inches for joining allowance. I will mark it on the chest line, and I will mark the same thing on the bust line. Then on the waistline, I'm going to take my waist measurement divide by 4. I'm going to replace this dart intake here plus 2 inches for joining allowance. I will mark it, and I will mark the same thing on the joining allowance line. Then I will connect my markings to serve as a guide for cutting. Then from this waist point, I'm going to go in by half an inch. This is to remove any form of bulginess on the waist area. I will mark, and I'm going to connect like this. Then for the zipper allowance, I will start taking my zipper from that half an inch I went inward on the waist area, and I'm going to carry on like so, okay? Then I'm going to connect my markings. So guys, that's all that. I will now go ahead and cut. So let's cut. So guys, that's all that. It is that simple. Then for the crisscross effect, after joining the two cups, I'm going to take the measurement of the cup, okay? Placing my tape like so, okay? To get the measurement of the cup. That's after joining the two cups. So whatever you get, you are going to use it as the weight of the strap for the crisscross, okay? Then for the length of the strap, okay? For the one at the left side, I'm going to use 16 inches. And the one at the right side, I'm going to use 20 inches. So this is how you are going to join the cup to the strap, okay? So this is how it's going to look after joining. Then for the crisscross effect, you are going to crisscross the two straps on one side, okay? On the left side of the dress like this, okay? So the two of them will be on one side. You can see how I place it. So the two straps will be on one shoulder. You can choose either the right side or the left side, okay? It purely depends on you. Then you are going to turn those way to join the two strap on the back part of the dress, okay? Thus, the two strap will be on one side of the back part, okay? You are going to join the two strap together on the back part of the dress. So if you are joining it to the back part of the dress, you are going to measure 3 inches from the center, okay? That's after joining your zipper, you are going to measure 3 inches from the center. That is where you are going to start to pull the strap. So guys, that's a side. I believe you guys can resonate with that. And this is all I have for you for today. If you found this tutorial helpful, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. See you in my next video. Bye.